Hi, everyone. Welcome to the party. The last live. Give me a yes, yes if you can hear me and you can see me. Hi, Tracy. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to see you guys. I'm so excited today. I am like, we have made it. This is the got my coffee mug. Got my coffee mug. But hi, Raven. This is the last live of the November chat. Thank you, Julie, and hi, Julie. There's so many of you. I've already said, let's say hello. There's Fran, there's Kelly, Kim, there's Deborah. Um, who else did I say hello to? Janice, of course. You know what? Somebody yesterday, hi, Angela Martin and Michelle, everybody, and Raven and Tracy, everybody. Okay, so yesterday somebody said something about the romper room, so I had to go and look it up, and now I'm tickled. Hi, Helena, because I really am like that, saying hello and I see you. But anyway, it's just it was cute. It was fun. So whoever suggested that, that was really funny. I'm glad I went and looked. Yes, Julie, what is for dinner? My Thanksgiving was wonderful. I hope you all had a lovely Thursday yesterday. And you, Kelly, it was you. Okay, I did. I got so tickled. Now I keep seeing that little lady with the mirror in her face. But anyway, um, so Deborah Eaton says, thanks for this wonderful time together. Oh, thank you. Ooh, Julie says pizza today. We might grab pizza. We have to take the dogs home this evening when their parents fly back in. And so, hi, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. And so we might stop and get us a pizza. That sounds good. Um, Welcome. Welcome to I cannot believe we've made it. I cannot believe we've done it. I cannot believe I didn't miss a day. Um, I had so many, like, reasons to, let me tell you, but, showing up and being with you guys has just made my day. If a day had been bad, after I've done this live, it's just turned it around, and so, I have just enjoyed myself so much. I hope you have too. I hope, who was it that said they got a lot of I think it was Fran, she said she got a lot of crochet done, so, I keep hitting the table, sorry. I hope that it has helped you or encouraged you or inspired you or just been entertaining to sort of crochet and chat a little bit. Community, exactly, Kelly. It has been community. It has been so fun, Tracy, and I love seeing your makes. So please continue to share those. Those it just connects us so much and it gives us other things to do. So, it's like, oh, I didn't even know that. Julie said, "It's been fun," and Dave said you should carry on. Well, I want to. I think I'll do Wednesdays once a week. But I will really look to you guys on the time of that. This time works really well for me, but so Christiane says we are having Chinese delivery at 6 p.m. It's my daughter's 57th birthday today. Party on Sunday. Nice. Wonderful. Chinese sounds delicious. Helena said it was fun listening to you. Well, thank you. For me, it's been fun chatting with you guys. It's been fun reading your responses and just interacting with you. It has meant everything. I've watched a lot of other lives because I like to do my homework. I like to learn and to practice. And yes, that's what I should have said, Julie. You're so right. Christiane, happy birthday to your daughter who's 57 today. So, but I'm trying to learn. And so I watch a lot of lives and I just, you take something for this one, you take this one for, something for this one. And so hopefully it all comes together to something that is pleasing to not only watch in the replay. Hello, all of you watching the replay. I'm so glad that you're watching, but to all of you in the chat, I hope it's been fun and interactive. So, today is November the 29th. Yes, Friday, Black Fridays. Most people are out probably getting those deals or shopping. I'm not a big go out. I don't like crowds and all that, but I do like me some Amazon. So Lillian, good morning. So this is the end of our November challenge. And our crochet challenge still goes on. We have one more day. Crochet every day in November, as Ophelia has taught us. And that brings me to I want to say thank you to Anya for encouraging all this of Ophelia Talks Crochet. And so I just I wanna thank her so much because I wouldn't be here right now doing this if she had not have said, "Teresa, go do it." So, what are you guys crocheting on today, and what are you drinking? I'm drinking my tea again. I've been every day the same tea. I'm doing really well with it, so I do have a story to tell about the yarn shop. I got all kinds of props behind me, which is why I'm, talking really fast, but also it's about, not only greeting all of you, but talking with you and seeing what you're working on. I did not get to crochet very much yesterday because it was Thanksgiving, but I do have a huge collection, Tracy. It is the one thing that I collect is teacups. And so, that and yarn. But I went to Japan when we lived in Japan, I got a bunch of them, and so, and yes, if someone this one was from, my son, so if someone wants to give me a gift, they give me teacups because they know I enjoy them, so, but yes, I do. I have no idea what I was saying, but that's okay. Julie says she hasn't done any today, but will later. That's what I was saying. I didn't get to crochet much yesterday. I sat down to crochet after our company left, but then I wasn't feeling well. So it's just been, feeling poorly. So I didn't have the energy. So maybe today. I'm hoping today because the house is gonna get quiet. After this evening, the dogs are gonna go home and the house is gonna get quiet. So, um, Angela says she's drinking decaf coffee in the fall and autumn blanket. How's it going, Angela? Are you enjoying that pattern? I can't imagine that you're not. It's so pretty. Helena says, I am drinking iced coffee. I do like, sorry, excuse me. I do like iced coffee. Raven says her decaf Earl Grey and she's not crocheting yet. Raven, something funny. You know how I said it was hard to say, Mrs. Raven's saber? That's because goodness, hang on. I got a throat this morning. Well, I always have a throat. But anyway, I always put B in the V. So I was saying Mrs. Raven's saber. Anyway, Raven. Um, Deborah Eaton says she's working on my brother's new hot pads and enjoying my coffee. Julie says, "Oh no, are you better today?" I am, Julie. I think I ate something the day before that did not like me, and so anyway. Karen says, "Decaf iced sweet tea. Ooh, and starting my mile a minute blanket. Yes, wonderful. Those look fun. I've never done a mile a minute, but they look a lot of fun." Tracy says, "Take some time out for yourself." I'm going to. Yes, I'm gonna finish that cream and beige blanket, and I have some. I want to work on my Christmas tree skirt. It's not going to be for till 2025, but that's okay. But yeah, I have some plans for that. And Christiane says, "My tea was still in the kitchen." Oh no, well go get it. Angela says, "I'm doing the Dirk blanket and autumn cooktop." Okay, that's right. I don't know what cooktop is, but I do remember you saying that. Raven says, "No worries." Angela says, "I hope you feel better soon. Autumn colors, not cooktop." Okay, good. I'm literal. I'm gonna read it out and I'm gonna think it says it just like that. So, okay, don't forget Anya's video today is the interview. I can't wait to see that. I had so much fun interviewing her, and so I've never seen her interview someone else. And so, how fun this is going to be. She's interviewing James C. Brett of the yarn company. And so how fun. I can't wait to see that. Um, let's see. Today we're going to talk about the story of the yarn shop, as I said, but I'm going to take a deep breath because this is really just about us hanging out together and chilling and, talking about our crochet. And my dogs, the grandpups, they're pacing. I'm not sure. So I think I'm getting their energy of what's going on? What are we doing? So they have been kind of getting used to it. And just laying down and relaxing, but now they're being sweet and loving on me. So anyway, yes, that interview should be really good. Christiane says, I managed to make the cardigan too wide again, starting over. Yeah, and I think that is fun. I mean, it is easy to start over, but it is one of those when once I think you've made your first one, then you know what to do. Hi, Manon. So glad you made it. So yeah, once you get that first one down, I think then you'll know, how many chains you need to do to do one. Mine was just an experiment the first time. So, hey, if you want to give this a thumbs up, if you want to share it, if you want to subscribe, I would love all that. I want you to do all that because I want to interact and hang out with you, and I just want this community to grow if it can. And so, if you can help it any, if you feel like doing it, please do. Okay, so let's talk about the yarn shop. So someone jumped in here one day. I think her name was Rosa, and she said, "Teresa, what is your favorite movie?" And so it's kind of funny that that ties into my yarn shop. And so, when I started the YouTube, my husband and I, we lived at the time, we live here, but at the time it was really, a lot of retired people around us, and I had worked at the mail and he'd worked at the mail, and we would talk with people, out on the mail route, and you'd find they had these amazing careers. And we're meeting them at a point in time in life when they've retired, they've settled down, they're, living on the lake, they're just enjoying a different lifestyle. They're not out, out there having to work every day and like, doing these amazing careers. They're settling down, enjoying the benefits of their careers, I guess. But you'd never know, like this person, worked for NASA, and this person helped create a part that was, vital for in the phone industry. Just these amazing. This person worked at an embassy. Just these really cool careers. And so we were like, let's start a channel where we share people's stories. And so I started doing that. That's how this YouTube started. And then, that it was really hard to coordinate with people because believe it or not, retired people are busy. Like, they have things that they are doing. They have lived to get retirement, and they are out doing or having, grandchildren over or going on trips or working in their garden, so it was really difficult, and so I became more of a, "Okay, well, maybe I can just, produce a video because I only have to worry about me," and so I know I can show up. So I thought, well, interviewed a couple of people, which I'd love for you to go watch those videos. Yes, Lily, you're never home. It's funny. You're out crocheting or doing something. So, anyway, I did interview a few, and then we had a pastor friend, and I had, like I said, shared yesterday, I always had this heart to have a show that was Laura like alive, drinking coffee and talking about, what's going on. I'm sorry, I keep shaking everything. So I had this friend, this pastor friend, and we were like, let's just do. I'd interviewed him, and he's so, his charisma, and he's got this, easy. I guess pastors have that easy way of communicating. And so we had that. And so I was like, well, do you want to do coffee talk? And we'll just have this show and we just talk about biblical principles. And he's like, yeah. So we started doing that and we were enjoying it. And then, COVID happened. Well, guess what? COVID happened. He couldn't come over to my house. We couldn't film. My husband, he and myself and my husband we were like this team. We were producing the show. And so all of a sudden we couldn't do it. It was just me. And we did one where he was like on my phone. It just, anyway, it just wasn't working. Well, at that time, I discovered crochet and Anya. And I got all in it. Like, I was just like, gung ho, loving it. And so, I started crocheting, I started doing it. And so then, I started making channels and started talking about it on my channel, making videos. I started communicating with Anya about it. She was encouraging me, helping me find the right tools to set up and, to be able to shoot things. She's like, do this tutorial, do this. And I was like really shocked. I'm just gonna be honest. I was really surprised because I was like, "Wait a minute, you're doing all this. Why are you encouraging me to do it?" But she did. She was like, "Do a tutorial for the granny square. Do this." Nowhere did she say, "Oh, I've got this. You should just talk about something else." She never said that. She kept telling me, "You should do this." Well, it was growing. and I was enjoying it, but I also, like, loved the lives so much. Like, this I lived for Sunday afternoon when I could get in here and, like, talk on her lives, and so one day, I was talking about it with my husband, and he said, "Wouldn't you just love to have a small yarn shop in downtown Dadeville, Alabama," which is where we live, and, just sit around and talk to people about yarn all the time, and I was like, "Yes, I would," and so we just did it. I mean, I did a video about doing it afraid. I was terrified. I had no idea what I was doing, but actually that helped because if I had known what I was getting into, I never would have had the courage to do it. But we started visiting all the yarn shops, and so in our state and then other places to get an idea. So I knew what I did like, I knew what I didn't like. But my whole idea of a yarn shop, did you see that, Tracy? Thank you. Yeah. So my whole idea was community. I just wanted to have a place to bring people together. Now, did I realize that that is not a moneymaker? No, but it wasn't where my heart was. Like, my heart was like, "I love yarn. I'm passionate. I wanna," when you see somebody doing something so amazing and you get so much from it and you wanna do it too, and that's I kept seeing what Anya was doing, and I just wanted to do that in person. And so I was so, exuberant and, we just did it. I just didn't think. I didn't slow down a whole lot. I didn't let myself really think about it too much. I had only was a crocheter now, a new crocheter at that. I was not a knitter. And so, oh, thank you, Christian. Yeah. So I jumped all in. And so I'm going to tell you some of the little background. So I'm going to have to move just a little bit. Hang on. And I have dogs barking. I don't know why. But anyway, so this is my favorite movie. Well, not really my favorite movie, but this started it. I hope you can hear me. This is The Shop Around the Corner with Jimmy Stewart. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's an amazing movie. It's a great black and white. It's a good fun, especially at Christmas time. Great Christmas. But my favorite movie is the remake of that. My favorite movie is the remake of that, You've Got Mail. And so I named my yarn shop The Yarn Shop Around the Corner because, I'm silly and cheesy. And this is actually the sign that was outside it. Oh, hang on, Teresa, let me go this. Um, so this is my logo and this is my sign. So that's my logo and that's my sign. So that's where I got sort of named it. I love you. Yes, You've Got Mail is so good. And I had Hanks of yarn, so I kept telling a stupid joke that made no sense that Tom Hanks should be there on the day that I open because why not? He was in the movie You've Got Mail. I got Hanks of yarn. I don't know. It was so dumb, but I kept saying it because I was really nervous and I didn't know what to say as people were coming in. But anyway, I Julie says, I've always wanted a bookshop since I was in school. Yeah, me too. Lillian says, love it. Christiane says, love it. Angela Martin says, I love You've Got Mail. Yes. I just Tracy says, I love that film. I I wanted to own and operate and do something. And so this sort of just met all those together. Um see, Julie says, "Oh, great connection. Hanks is his tag name." Exactly. So I opened and I'm going to tell you all the truth cuz you're right here. There were people in my chamber. There were business leaders, and the word got back to me that, oh, yarn shop's never going to make it downtown Dadeville. And the newspaper came by on the day that I was working in the shop. I mean, I didn't have any makeup on. My hair was just wild. I mean, I was just putting the thing together and the girl stopped in. She's like, "Well, I'd like to interview you for you." And so I did. And then of course, me being a people pleaser, she's like, "Well, can I take a picture of you?" And so I said, "Yes." So that was my first presentation to everyone was me with my sign and I was so giddy and happy and I'm just looking to build community and that's on the front page of the newspaper. So I did it. And I put myself so out there, even more than on YouTube, because YouTube, you feel like you're out there, but it's really only if people find you, especially if you're a real small channel like mine. But this was, my husband's from here, so nobody knew me, but everybody knows him. And so this was so publicly, you know, putting yourself out there and just being you and knowing you don't have it all together, and now you're gonna fail most likely in front of everyone. And so I just kept going, and I asked the ladies at the library, "You know anybody who knits?" "Well, we do," and that became Laura, my knitting instructor. And so then a really good friend, Nicole, she came in, and she does craft fairs and helps teach crochet because 'cause I'm not real good at teaching. And so she could do that, and she brought in all this experience with knowing how to put colors together. And then Cindy came to the shop, and she was just a great I can help, I can sit down with people, I can I just it just became this absolutely wonderful, to me, amazing community and this place where we did things. And so I started preparing for this, and y'all probably don't care, but I started preparing this, and this is helpful for me because I closed down a year ago in December. And so this has been a year, and I'm not going to cry. That's why I was like, why did you choose to talk about the yarn shop? You haven't even been able to do a video yet about it. Um, because, but I'm like, I'm embracing something new, and I did fail, and it was in front of everybody, and it is embarrassing, but guess what? I'm still alive. I survived, Who knows what's the next door? Who knows what's the next thing to open? And I could still be sitting in my shop right now, fretting over how am I gonna, make this work? And, I could be doing all of that, but look, the best thing for me was to say, "No, this isn't working financially for my family. Let's move on to the next thing." So let me read some of your comments before I keep going. Julie's okay. Kelly says, "But however it went, it all led to now." Exactly. Exactly. Julie said, "It was wonderful to see it come together." It really was. Tracy says, "You were brave, and that is not failing. It was brave and wise to know when to close the door. Hardest thing ever, yes, was to make that decision." Manon says it's not failure, it was an experience that make you who you are. And Lillian says you didn't fail, you accomplished your dream. I did. I've owned a shop now. I mean, I have literally owned a shop and paid my dues. I know what it's like to be a small town in a small. I kept feeling like I was in a Hallmark movie, because I do romanticize everything. But oh, thank you. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. I didn't mean to sound like I needed, but my point was I did have to close the shop. I did fail in the community and everyone else's eyes, but in my eyes it's I did. I learned so much, Lillian and Deborah and Kim and Raven. Thank you all. I did. I learned so much, and I mean, I didn't build it, but there is a community now that I can go and hang out with, and they're meeting today. Like, they didn't know each other before that yarn shop, and they meet every Friday, and they're supporting each other, and, they didn't know each other before this. So, and then I made a list, we had a knitting in public day, we all out on the sidewalk. People came from all around, people that would have never even known each other. We did, a blanket by hand on the square, where everybody came and they learned, and I did a class on how to make blankets by your hands, and it was a huge we couldn't even fit everyone in the building. We had to have it 2 nights. There was so much. We did a yarn dyeing class. We taught people how to crochet. We made hats for charity. We had a yarn bombing of our downtown square, which was cute and fun, and people were like, "What's yarn bombing?" I'm like, "You'll see." Um, that was it. I mean, it was an amazing experience that I'll always carry in my heart, and then I'm so proud my granddaughter got to see that I had a shop and that she got to come in it, and the little baby granddaughter got to stay there some days with me. So it was a wonderful experience. My granddaughter, the 9-year-old now, wishes I had a candy shop or a toy store, but she got to see me own and operate a shop, and now she's so impressed that I have 2 YouTube channels, so that fills my heart that they I look, at least I look brave maybe to her and to my kids, 'cause, it's scary to step out and do something like this. So let me read some of your comments. Helena says, "You should be proud you tried and inspired people." I hope so, but I got so much for them, just like I'm getting so much from you guys. So Angela Martin said, what a wonderful thing you created, and it's carrying on in a different form. It is, and I think that's wonderful. And I hope in 2025 I can get back in the group and start meeting with them again. That's why I'm so touched when they show up here because I know that they've been with through this journey with me. Let's see. Lillian says, look how much you succeeded with the community. I hope so. I hope they look and go, gosh, when that yarn shop was here, that was a lot of fun. Janice says you didn't fail. It's just a step along the way. Yes, and I still don't know what that step looks like, but I'm hoping it's more with community because that's the spice of life, isn't it? That's what makes everything fun. Christiane says it's brave to open a shop in this day and age, and it's wise to know when to close. Yes, and I think that has it all comes down to my husband being, the one encouraging me and saying, "Hey, I think you should do this," and also being the one to say, "Hey, I think it's time, but it has to be your decision when it's time to, close this." So, and now it's been a year, and so much has happened and I'm enjoying it. So Kelly says it's a good thing I don't own a candy shop. I'd eat all the stock. Exactly. And that's what I knew my granddaughter. I was like, no, if you and I had a donut shop, a coffee shop, a toy store or candy, we'd be in trouble. And that's how I was with yarn, because I loved it. So gosh, I hope that I have not bored you guys with this little bit today. I've done more talking about me than actually interacting with you. But I did want to tell the story so it's out there just in case you didn't know. So I now have changed my channel to Teresa from the Yarn Shop because um it's who I am, and that's kind of what the most of the subscribers that are on the channel, that's what they know me as. So, but I love doing interviews. I love sharing people's stories. I love doing live and talking with all of you. And I'm passionate about crochet and knit and yarn and bazillions of other things. So I don't know what the future holds, but this has been such a good experiment. I think it's been like an experiment for me, an exercise and getting back out there again. So thank you all for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really would like your feedback. I'd like to do lives on Wednesdays, but give me a time that looks good for you. And thank you, Lily, and thank you, Manon. You saw my interview with Anya. You're a natural. Well, I just love people. So it's really easy when you love people because you want to share their story with everybody. So thank you. It was a lot of fun. Lillian says, love the story about your shop. Thank you, Lillian. Tracy, you're really good at this. Please keep going. You guys are so kind. Thank you. Y'all are puffing me up. I'm going to have a great day today. Angela says, thank you for all the fun that you have shared with us. Of course. Thank you guys. Y'all have made it. Because if not, it'd just be me sitting here going, okay, here's 3 points to how to crochet this, and I gotta go now. That's what it would be. But because you guys are saying things and interacting, and it makes it fun. Kim Martin says, I'm in the UK, but we'll watch future lives and catch up if needs be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. I hope you all have a great day. Hey, we did it. Cheers. Cheers. I keep saying cheers like I'm in the UK. Yay, hooray, wonderful. Thank you all for this. This has been so much fun for me. Thank you. Bye. Crochet, crochet. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Bye, Julie. Bye, everyone.